There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. Well, we're on the way. Well, now here's a team sheet that speaks of excitement and unpredictability, Jim.
It certainly does, Peter, especially since it includes a certain Dimitar Berbatov. I think he'll be the key to connecting the midfield to the attack here. Such a potent finisher, but remarkably unselfish too, and he will often drop that little bit deeper to try and trigger attacks himself.
Just such a clever footballer, and there's always a sense of danger when he's around.
Really looking forward to seeing him. Diouf really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Beckham. Camavinga. And he's managed to get free. Pinches it off him. Oh, given away. Chance for a shot! That's a lovely, neat pass. Berbatov. And smartly reclaimed. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note? Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cross needs to be good.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Beckham. So it is still 0-0. Baresi. And it's Stojkovic. Beckham. It's Belletti. This is a promising build-up. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, that's a key. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, he's on his own! That is good alertness. Baresi. More and more pressure on the ball here. Belletti. Baresi. And it's Burian. And Edmilson. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's found support out wide. He'll try from distance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Mbappe! And it's Olmo. Nice control. Plays the return pass. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Great defending, strong and determined. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's intervened well there. Stojkovic. Beckham. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Out, and it's Belletti. Now Van Bouten. Edmilson. Stojkovic. Out towards the flank. Beckham gets into a good position. Beckham proves just a little bit too strong. Beckham standing over it. Beckham plays it short. Oh, easy pickings there. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Now it's Mbappe. Decent chance! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Baresi. That pass isn't the best. Oh, well measured. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Baresi. And it's Bojan. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That's good play. Bojan. And the referee has blown for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. So the first half brought no goals. Tries to play it through. Look at the space here. He's having a shot! Counts! That is superb!
Well, what a restart this has been. A top player striking early. The perfect fillip to push on from what was a stunning finish.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Duke in the hunt and looking threatening. And it's Fernandez. Belletti. Stojkovic. Barcelona still chasing a one-goal deficit here. And he cuts out the supply. Udogi. It's Camavinga. That has not gone well. Bojan. Stojkovic. Played out towards the right wing. Referee's given a throw. Belletti. Stojkovic. Great vision. This looks promising. Can he get on the end of this? He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Here's Fernandez. Now it's Mbappe. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Camavinga. And it's Olmo. He's having a pop! That was quite a hit. Belletti. Beckham, who's set up one goal so far. Stojkovic. That's been cut out, well played. Baresi. Bojan. Looking for options for movement. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 22.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Van Bouten. That could spell trouble.
Serán sustituidos por
Belletti.
el dorsal 80.
Couch.
Ronaldinho. El dorsal 13. El dorsal 20. El dorsal 9. El dorsal 26.
Tries to pass it through.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Could go all the way here. Bojan. Oh, lots to admire in the run and the defending. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Stojkovic. And this is Berbatov. He's a sharp little ball here. Great, and the finish! And he hits the net. Barcelona are back in business. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And it didn't take him long, just sitting on the bench and waiting. Moment, it's Ronaldinho! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. How do you look back on that goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
And yes, it's him again. Barcelona have their lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Barcelona moments now away from seeing this one out. It's a pretty loose pass.
Inter really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Ronaldinho. He has found the way through. Goes for a shot! And again! Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Stojkovic. Beckham. Berbatov. And he was alert to it. And time is up. Barcelona have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
En el marcador,
Ronaldinho picking up the Man of the Match award. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level.
And Del Piero! And we have our very first corner. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And he's picked out the run. Fernandez. Now it's Del Piero. And here's Osimhen. Now it's Dani Olmo. He has found the way through. Skims one in. And he's taking no chances there. Dani Olmo. Oh, this looks sharp. Not the most accurate pass. Fernandez. Can he get it through? Threads one in, and it's been played through. And the shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well, they've got it again. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo. Raul. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. There they go, hunting in packs. First quarter of an hour gone. Looking to play him in.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Now it's Raul. It's a pretty loose pass. That looks a good ball through. And the finish! And how good was that? He's got himself an absolute peach. And they're threatening to fly away here. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Quality ball. Can he get on? Oh, shooting chance! And no mistake. And they are dragging it back. Game on again.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Roll! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? No foul, says the referee. Wan-Bissaka did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That is good alertness. Dani Olmo is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Jimenez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Puskás. And Puskás! That is produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Now it's Raul. He won't be happy with that one. That's destined for the flank. And he welcomes it in. Goal! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Barcelona go up by 2 and are looking good.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
And this is Del Piero. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. And he's found a way past. Great, goes for a shot! It's a goal! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now it's Osimhen. He is through here. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Rice with the short one. Look at the space here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
3 minutos de descuento.
And he's been shifted off it. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Mbappe. Dani Olmo. Now it's Del Piero. And the referee has blown for half-time. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Se ruega a los espectadores que tengan previsto abandonar el estadio en coche, que lo hagan de forma ordenada para evitar atascos.
So off we go again.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Knocks it into space. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rice. Chiellini. Well, that has not gone well. He's a sharp little ball here, and he was quick to react. Fernandez. Costa Curta produces the perfect tackle there. And it's Fernandez. Referee has just said play on. Well, that looks a decent ball. Xavi Alonso. Puskás. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Costa Curta. Tries to play it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. Dani Olmo. So, can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Played into space. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Rice with a real chance here.
This is about as perfect a free...
Rice! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Albert Ferrer makes the interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's cut it out.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And here's Osimhen. Shoots!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Passing nice and neat. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Dani Olmo, great vision. Chiellini calmly anticipates. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And no, that was never going to make it. No, no way through. Raul. Nicely weighted ball. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That pass has been well intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Now he's... Great chance! It's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 20.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Barcelona really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue. Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Ronaldinho. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Puskas. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And that has left him in a heap. He's beaten the last man. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And this is Raul. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And this... And Puskas! Juve is firing after that one. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Stam.
Un minuto de descuento.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh no, what has happened here? Barcelona have a free kick. And that was nowhere near his best. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Magic. What a magical football. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Well, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
Looking for the run. Wan-Bissaka cuts out the pass. And it's Ronaldinho. Martinez. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Looking for options for movement. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now, what about a counter-attack? Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho gets on his bike and on the move. Real chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing.
Joe! And that would have been some goal.
Yeah, I think he's a little annoyed with himself there, Peter, because he did pretty much everything right up to the end.
Not the most accurate pass. Swings it across. He has found the way through. In once more. Camavinga.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he's managed to get free. Saliba with the slide tackle there. And he thumps it clear. Fernandes does really well there, he is strong. Camavinga, not a hint of offside here. Oh, he's enjoyed that, he evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's well spotted. It's Hernandez. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pass somewhat off target. That's an imaginative pass. No goals as yet. McAllister. Searching pass he's played there. And Batistuta! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Ronaldinho really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Wan-Bissaka. That's a good foray he's making. Oh, that's nice. And here's Ronaldinho.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
McAllister. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Diouf. He has a look up. And the pass is intercepted. That's a good ball. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So this the chance to fire his team in front. Just one winner. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Barcelona. Oh, great chance! Shoot! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Nice interception, well timed. Now this could be a chance. And a chance! And he hits the net. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Has been indicated.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Camavinga takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react.
And that is all they have time for. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Barcelona are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And we're already back up and running after half. And Batistuta! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. And that's been won straight back. He's found a way through. Duke driving forwards. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Barcelona presented with a golden opportunity here. Courtois must save this. It's hit the upright. And he's quick to get rid. And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Shevchenko. And that could set him on his way. Van Dijk. Fernandez. And it's McAllister. Duke shapes to shoot! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. And we have our very first corner.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking to play him in. That's a shade optimistic. Camavinga. Saliba. Duke, given the lift of his goal. Nicely weighted ball. And he's intervened well there. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. McAllister. 60 minutes played. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, good take in a good area.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Nice control. Fernandez. And that has sent him sprawling. Referee has just said play on. De Bruyne. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Neatly clipped into space. Udogi. It's Camavinga. That pass isn't the best. Camavinga running with the ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. McAllister engages and forces him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately goes for a shot! It's a goal! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Substitution on the field, number 18.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 19.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Hernandez.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Tries from a long way out. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Udogi. He's on it, can he get away? Saliba getting this one clear. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
That has not gone well. De Bruyne. And that has left him in a heap. De Bruyne appears to be in some real discomfort. Is it his leg?
Yeah, his pain is now pretty obvious, Peter. He's not the type who pulls up unless something's hurting.
Well, he is going to soldier on by the looks of it. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
A game of thrills. This might just do it. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't. I think they're done. They are done. Barcelona can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.
Hello, everybody.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Barcelona are looking...
So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Back where it came from. He's on it. Can he get away? Fernandez! Goal! Barcelona! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That is good strength. El Ainawi. Rice. Dani Olmo.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
All right, Shevchenko. Dani Olmo. And shooting chance! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Dani Olmo. Delivered low. Cristante. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now Soulé. And it's El Ainawi. Now that looks a decent chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Shevchenko charging forward, the ball at his feet. Fernandez looking understandably energised after his goal. Celik. And it's Cristante. Jupe. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Cristante. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Alexander-Arnold. Fernandez. Albert Ferrer. And Danny Olmo. Van Dijk. Chiellini. Rice has created one goal already. And it's Rice. Chiellini. Fernandez. Now it's Shevchenko.
Such good technique.
Always goal side. Shevchenko. Ndika did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Marlon. Hermoso. Cristante. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Played with finesse. Header comes in!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Marlon receives it in a good position here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. I was going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Shevchenko. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Alexander-Arnold. Clipped into space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's gone out for a throw-in.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Celik. Soulé. And El Ainawi. And it's Pisili. Hermoso. And it's made its way to him. Backward it goes. That's a cute ball. Now it's El Ainawi. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. And he whips it in. He's rising! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Cristante. And Celik. Soulé. Now it's Marlon. And here's Soulé. Pinches it off him. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. So your views on the first half?
Barcelona really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Barcelona can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So let's get the ball rolling. Barcelona leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Soulé. Now it's Cristante. El Ainaoui strokes it back. This looks promising. Van Dijk gets it clear. Taken back almost at once. And it's Celik. And that is out of play. It's a goal kick. Piscili. And it's Cristante. El Ainaoui. Great ball, and he's in here. Quality ball. And here's Marlon. Soulé. And he's intervened well there. Oh, they could break here. Tries to play it through. Now it's Rice. Diouf. Chance for a shot! And that's a sharp finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Piscili, and it's Cristante. Gives it back.
He's got no choice here, he had to go backwards.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Rice looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, the quicker you cut out the service, the sooner you isolate his threat.
He's having a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
A case now of complete control.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Played back into the centre. Oh, good read. Diouf could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of time too to get his third, and the way he's gone about this match, he looks very much like he could even end up getting more. He's full of hunger.
And he shoots! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Indica. And it's El Ainaoui. And Celik. Looking for options for movement. Soulé. Sule's cross.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cristante. And it's El Ainawi. He's in a great position here. And the finish! It's a goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
El dorsal 14.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Cambio de jugadores.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Alexander-Arnold. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Albert Ferrer. And he's forced to go back. Now Udogi. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo. And it's Udogi. Fernandez. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Hermoso. That has not gone well. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Dani Olmo. Fernandez. Nicely, real chance! And he's stuck it away! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Barcelona visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Fernandez. 4 extra minutes added on. And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Juve reflecting on a stellar performance and now taking home a permanent reminder for his mantelpiece. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nkapie clears without hesitation. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Eze. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender. And the shots!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. Rice. Eze.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And they can counter here. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Havertz. And here's Madueke. And here's Havertz. Nice bit of trickery. And here's Havertz! And he's there to belt it away. And it's Rice. And here's Eze. Nkapie picks it up out wide. Goes looking wide. That is headed for the Madueke! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
White is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Now it's Danny Olmo. Not where it came from. Tries one from range!
Arsenal always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Madueke, great defending, strong and determined. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Dani Olmo. That's going wide left. Knocks it into space. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Albert Ferrer. Jupe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And the finish! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's there!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Looking to play him in. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Gabriel. That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And we come to you now with
the first half compared with your expectation.
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Barcelona can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And we are back on the way.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going. What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Saliba and Gabriel, and it's Rice. Havertz and Madueke, and here's Ødegaard, knocks it out wide, and it's Rice. Jupe, and there's green grass ahead of him. Incapuyi, and here's Eze. Looking early. Fernandez clears it away. Albert Ferrer. Van Dijk. Udogi. Barcelona are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Van Dijk. Barcelona leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Dani Olmo. Jupe being hunted in packs.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
This is a promising build-up. Incapuyi. Great vision. Rice receives it in a wide position.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Towering header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Dani Olmo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 20.
Arsenal choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Incapuyi. White. Can he get it through? Nice control. And he's picked it up out wide, showing good feet. White tries across.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 10.
Arsenal making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Tries to get it clear. White. Quality ball. And now they can spring out of defence. And this... Oh, great chance! Goes for a shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. White with the clearance.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Rice receives it in. And the shot! And it's in! Arsenal are level.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Now it's Saka. And here's Ødegaard. Havertz. Tries to pass it through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And here's Havertz. He'll try from distance. And that's a real chance missed.
Havertz fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Dani Olmo going face to face with his great rival. He might be in here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 5.
So here comes a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Zubimendi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, some astute defending there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's a promising position. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Good climb! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. 4 extra minutes added on. It's a pretty loose pass. Rice. Saka. And here's Havertz, looking for a runner. Albert Ferrer clears it away. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. That's it! There will be time for no more. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Juve taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Barcelona can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So we're very much on the way now. And this is Shevchenko, played out to the left flank. Looking for options for movement. The less said about that pass, the better. Wilson. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
The Mexican Jimenez is simply a complete striker, Peter, one of the best around. He's old school, which means that he likes to take the physical upper ground without being over-aggressive. He's the go-to scorer, yes, but he's added assist to his game, so he knows when to be selfless rather than selfish.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. That's going to go a long way. And it's Rice. Rice. Oh, this is a very good run. Berger did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Berger.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Juve producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Fernandez. Played into space. And he gets rid in a hurry. Shoot! Oh, what What a save from Lane! Oh, what has happened here? Cross deflected behind for a corner. And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Fulham genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack. Variation, unpredictability, you know, that's always key to success.
Castagna. And it's Smith Rowe. Berger. Pinches it off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And Shevchenko! Andrei Shevchenko! Formidable! Truly formidable! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And here's Fernandez. Takes the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Getting up there! They want to be quick to recover this. Cleared without hesitation. Chance! And one more try! And that is doing no harm at all.
Sessegnon.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Wilson. And it's Berger. Rice does well not to be outdone there.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here. Decent chance! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That's where it came from. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Udogi. Can he get it through? Threads one in. He has a look out. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Lukic. Berger. Now it's Chukwueze. That's really well manoeuvred. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Barcelona looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. The second period is underway. Smith Rowe. And it's Raul. Sessignon. Quick look, then plays it in. And he can thump it away. Oh, such a clever touch. Chukwueze. Van Dijk. Rice has created one goal already. Oh, good spread. Anderson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Fernandez does well to get it back. Now it's Shevchenko, and it's made its way to him. Now it's Shevchenko. Diouf. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Shevchenko looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Castagna. Now it's Wilson. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a
Chukwueze.
96.026 espectadores.
Very nicely done. Oh, some astute defending there. Alexander-Arnold defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Wilson. And here's Smith Rowe. And crossing. Can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Now it's Chukwueze. And it's Lukic. Oh, super. He's having a shot! Off the post. And he's there to get it away. Showing good feet. Real chance! It's a goal! That was a given. It always was.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
En el minuto 69, el dorsal 19.
shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
But he's well positioned here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help.
And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Lukic. That's going wide left. 75 minutes played. Fernandez was in no mood for any of that. Fernandez providing an outlet on that flank. Fernandez. An instinctive delivery.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Udogi spots it and intercepts. Jupe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's played in low. Chukwueze. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Rice. And it's Shevchenko. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nicely spread. Rice. Very much into the last knockings. And here's Chukwueze. It's a promising position. Fulham could have here their final chance.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Roll! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And it's Olmo.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
That is good strength. 2 minutes to be added on. And he's intervened well there. Fernandez. And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Shevchenko. Voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So straight into the action. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Camavinga. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Goes for a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Udogie is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Camavinga with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Nicely aimed pass. That's been slipped through. Diouf. Drills one. Tries a shot! And no mistake. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that's another throw. And it's Xabi Alonso. Barcelona look comfortable already. 2 to the good and flying. Played into space. Well timed, excellent interception. Gusto. Now, can they get him away? Messi providing an outlet on that flank. And it's Rice. Ronaldinho plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Knocks it into space. Xabi Alonso gets over and intercepts. Gusto. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. In by Messi. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Alonso! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Quality ball. And here's Azar. Oh, that's fabulous. Swings in across. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Madrid with the corner, they're first. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And he's quick to snatch it back. Tries one from range! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Madrid are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate.
There could be trouble here. Oh, just a keeper now. Shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. they can spring out of defence. Played out wide. Now it's Hazard. Udogi deals with that comfortably. It looks a good ball through. And the counter is on. And he's right. And the shots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. It's all becoming so easy. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Shevchenko gets flagged offside. Udogi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. It's a searching pass. Out for a throw. Udogi. That has not gone well. That has ended up in no man's land. Barcelona looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Real chance! Gusto clears without hesitation.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
There's the shot! And that's a sharp finish. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Barcelona are having a ball here.
3 minutos de descuento.
Udogi. They get a throw in. Fernandez. Rice. And we've reached half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Barcelona enjoying a half which is little short of perfect. The dominant force, the only force in a one-sided contest. And we're already back up and running after half-time. He's being urged to shoot. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And it's Camavinga. Camavinga. Ronaldinho did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Van Dijk makes the interception. Gerrard. Xavi Alonso. Hazard picks it up out wide. Oh, it's played into the area.
Madrid clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And it's Gusto. A lot of space ahead of him. Shevchenko gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Looking to play him in. Now that's well seen too. Camavinga.
La asistencia a este partido
Dani Olmo.
asciende a 97.559.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gerrard. Well read, nice interception. Van Dijk running with intent. No way through there. Rice couldn't squeeze it through. Well, that looks a decent ball. Gerrard shoots! And there's a goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Marcó en el minuto 65 el dorsal 22. Gerrard. Cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Madrid still making a fight of this. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Just eases him off the ball. And he was quick to react. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely weighted ball. Ronaldinho. Oh, shooting chance! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Barcelona certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Rice plays it short. Bellingham. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Gerrard really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Pinches it off him. He's got away. Shevchenko. And he shoots! Doué. Stood up well to him there. Bellingham. And they can counter here. Looking for a runner. Not the most accurate pass. Ronaldinho.
Might want to be careful there.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That is good alertness. That's a cute ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Gerrard. It's a good-looking delivery. No way through. Driving forward. No foul, says the referee. He's in plenty of space here. Shevchenko gets into a good position. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Well, there is a look that says it all. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So this to extend their lead. And that's a poor pen.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
2 minutos de descuento.
Albert Ferrer wins the duel this time, and he welcomes it in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Duke reflecting on a stellar performance and now taking home a permanent reminder for his mantelpiece. Well, how will we look back on that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where
So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And the shots! Incoming delivery, only partially clear.
Well, Peter, there's a player on this pitch who's hard not to like. The smiling assassin, Ronaldinho. He always looks like he's having a good time, and it's mostly true because of his superb skill and imagination.
Yeah, just brilliant, isn't he? A different level.
Infectious.
Ronaldinho. Now Van Dijk. Passing nice and neat. Ronaldinho. And it's Udogi. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, outsmarting him this time. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second-guess yourself.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And Shevchenko! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. That has been knocked clear. The Czech Republic are looking to go forward now. And here's Shevchenko. Still goalless at the moment. Sufal.
The Czech Republic definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chiellini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Sofal. He's on it. Can he get shot at goal? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That's been cut out. Well played. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that pass isn't the best. Jurasek. Kral. Now he's off and running. Socek. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Right, Shevchenko. Fernandez. Now Albert Ferrer. And it's Ronaldinho. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Fernandez. Ronaldinho. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Fernandez. Shevchenko. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Jurasek. Jurasek made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Now it's Mbappe. Jurasek. Kral. Oh, they can break here. Out towards the flank. Ball in towards the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. And that has been cleared. Well, the clearance is short. Kral. And the referee says that is that for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So straight into the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Ronaldinho. And it's Shevchenko. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he can thump it away. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. Socek. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And the finish! It's a goal! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, the ball was there to be hit, Peter, but wow, even so, that's never easy. Everything has to be perfect for that to come off.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Rice, nicely shaped ball, and that should get the job done. Tries to get it clear. The Czech Republic have the chance to go the other way.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Somewhat off target. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and the creator-in-chief is unsurprisingly being treated as a special case now.
Out of play for a goal kick. The Czech Republic can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think his job here, Peter, is going to be to reinvigorate that attack, just change the rhythm up front.
Cambio de jugadores.
And they win it back again. Rice. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Souček. Barcelona are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1-0. Ronaldinho! Ronaldinho! It's off target and by quite a way.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Kral. And it's Souček. This is Souček. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. And here's Fernandez. Fernandez. Rice looking to add to his goal.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Souček. Oh, he's having a go! And that could have brought them level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Shoots! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
The Czech Republic are making a change now.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
But that has not gone well. And they can counter here. Can he get it through?
The Czech Republic really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
It's Ronaldinho! And he's stuck it away. And that should do it. Within sight of the finish line. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Crosses it in.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Mbappe!
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
That's an imaginative pass. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Oh, he's played it in low. And that's the keeper's ball. And he's had it nicked away. And the number on the board is 3. Now the delivery. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Barcelona are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Ronaldinho taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this fella, the French Ghanaian Seho Girassi, is a very interesting option. He's blessed with pace. He enjoys playing the lone role up front. He's instinctive, he's opportunistic, and he really works for his team too, because when it comes to defence, he has to become the first line, and he never shies away from that. He's happy to embrace it and work hard.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the... Ronaldinho! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Ronaldinho. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele makes a dash for it. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking to play him in. Ronaldinho was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Nicely aimed pass. Great defending, strong and determined. Olise, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's worked it through. McAllister, and the pass is intercepted. Darren Fletcher, and it's Doué. Olise. Koundé, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Oh, that's fabulous. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that's been... and the shot! So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Fletcher promptly onto that, and that is that. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Girassi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Doué. Now he's got space here, and this is Ronaldinho. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's really well manoeuvred. Girassi is onto this. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's quick to return it. It's Ronaldinho!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's through here. He has a look up. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Darren Fletcher. Barcelona looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. To McAllister. Knocks it into space, looking for the run. McAllister tries to play it through. Space for him to turn and look. Dembele's delivery. And that is masterful defending. Fernandez. And it's Doué. Knocks it out wide. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Looking for options for movement. Shot, surely! He's got a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's intervened well there. He's beaten the last man. Ronaldinho! His big moment! Massive goal! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because...
And that is all they have time for. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Barcelona are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. We're already back up and running after half-time. This is a promising build-up. That's a look and place it forward.
This is the time you need that pace.
Van der Ven makes the interception. Nuno Mendes. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's had it taken off him. That's an imaginative pass. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
That looks a good ball through. Peruzzi gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Pinches it off him. Darren Fletcher. McAllister. Darren Fletcher. Okazaki. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Dijk. Koundé. Doué unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Tries to pass it through. It's a good spell of possession, this. And he shoots! Has another go!
Paris Saint-Germain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
It's come to nothing. Koundé is going to be disappointed with that. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Fernandez. And this is Okazaki. Olise. Doué. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to break at pace. Oh, no joy this time. Darren Fletcher. Doué. Nicely spread. Olise is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Koundé. Now it's Doué. Girassi receives it in a good... Can he finish? Oh, nicely intercepted. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's McAllister. McAllister touches it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
And it's McAllister. And here's Doué. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 10.
So we have movement on both
le numéro
benches.
14. Le numéro 9. Le numéro 17. Le numéro 37. À leur place,
Nuno Mendes.
le numéro 18. Le numéro 42. Le numéro 5.
Darren Fletcher.
Le numéro 22.
Kedri.
Le
The
numéro
pass is
11.
intercepted.
Changement en
Now,
cours.
can they get him away? McAllister. Dani Olmo. Sanchez simply refused to be outdone there. And it's McAllister. Dani Olmo strokes it back. And it's made its way to him. Real chance! It's a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Paris Saint-Germain dragged themselves back again.
Paris Saint-Germain really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
And here's Mbappe. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Une minute.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's picked his way through. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Udogi, brilliantly cut out. And that will be the final act. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Things already rolling. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose. No, he didn't quite meet it right.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, good steal. He just read it. Mbappe. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Koundé. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Mbappe. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's a sharp little ball here. Chiellini cuts out the pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Fernandez. Wan-Bissaka. And he's being shifted off it. Pass somewhat off target. And that is well cleared. And he's only too happy to take that back. Can he get on the end of this? Lee Kang-in providing an outlet on that flank. Onuachu! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Onuachu is offering a wry smile there.
No goals as yet. Rice. Diouf.
Barcelona genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Koundé's cross. Impressive jump off the post. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
And the keeper's got it again. Koundé, ambitious ball here. That is ended up in no man's land. Rice. Looking for the run. Diouf. Diouf was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, that's superb. DiMarco. And he's forced to go back. And Koundé. No, he's not getting his way this time. Fernandez. Diouf. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! No, just not quite.
Mbappe has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Koundé. Lee Kang in. Pressure chance for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Lee Kang in really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Aims beyond the defence. Good ball, good take. Shoots! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Casemiro. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That's been slipped through. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Ronaldinho. And he's worked it through. Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Mbappe at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Nicely weighted ball. That has not gone well. Wan-Bissaka.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Barcelona leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Looking to play him in. Lee Kang in with a beautifully timed run.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Howson. Koundé. Time and again they are repelled. And now the breakaway. Oh, that's clever. Big chance! And no mistake. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. That is so good, such sharp skills. And that is indeed the final act.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in the second half, Peter, with control already established.
Barcelona firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Down to business again. Duke. Not the most accurate pass. And he can clear it away. Neymar. And he welcomes it in. Albert Ferrer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Onuachu.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Oh, good-looking ball. Defending was strong and firm. Rice has a look and plays it forward. Neymar. For Olise. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Nice interception, well timed. And the shot!
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Neymar. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And it's Neymar. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time.
Asciende a 96.628 espectadores.
Olise. Oh, well measured. He's picked his way. Chance! And it's in! Right back in the game! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
It's a pretty loose pass. McAllister. And it's Neymar. Barcelona suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty, perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness, or this could get away from them.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Olise has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Fernandez. Ronaldinho. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Threads one in. Casemiro makes the interception. Just about up to 75 minutes. Albert Ferrer is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Pass is just off target. Knocks it into space.
That's good play from him.
Olise supplying the width on this right-hand side.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 24.
So we have movement on
el
both
dorsal
benches.
23. El dorsal 80.
Ronaldinho.
El dorsal 41. El
Neymar
dorsal 2.
stood up well to
Serán
him there.
sustituidos por el dorsal 13. El dorsal 20.
That has been
el dorsal
cut
22.
short.
El dorsal
Neymar
8.
is
El
the
dorsal
type of player who
26.
always
Se va
likes
a
having a bit of
realizar un
space
cambio
in
de
front of him.
jugadores.
Looking for options for movement. And that pass just didn't quite work.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Can he get it through? Oh, shooting chance! I think we're just about done here. Martinez tries to play it through. Deftly away.
Habrá
No, it's
un minuto de
Inzaghi.
descuento.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. No, not quite on the same wavelength. McAllister. And that's that. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that is... Barcelona are utterly focused on their objective here. A single point and the job is done. Can they do it? A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And we're underway. Barcelona with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. Camavinga wins the duel this time. Now he's got space here. That's been cut out, well played. Gets a good foot in there. Looking to play him in. Good take, and is he in? Mbappe, chance for a shot! In he goes again!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And he's managed to get free. Big chance, corner. Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Mbappe! He's found a way through. Mbappe! Al-Muharak are looking to go forward now. Now it's Vinicius Junior. No, he's not going to get any further than that.
Great feat, that.
He is through here. Real chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Çalhanoğlu plays it short. Knocks it out wide. That's very neat. Hazard. Hazard going face to face. It's Hazard! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Çalhanoğlu goes short. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Yamal. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Shevchenko. Camavinga. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Camavinga. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Mbappe.
That's going in strongly.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. That's tidy. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Chiellini gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Pressing high and with purpose. Çalhanoğlu. Camavinga.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And there's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Mbappe. Mbappe! Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's picked his way through, and this is Ronaldinho. Hazard. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely feed, he is such a good... Mbappe! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here?
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Cafu. Chiellini calmly anticipates. Hazard. Vinicius Junior. Looking for options for movement. Pass is just off target. Wan-Bissaka. No way through. Cafu.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Nicely weighted ball. And that signals the end of the first period. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
I think it's been a decent enough watch, despite the half stagnating a little, if I can put it that way, Peter. We want to see some of that craft we got to see earlier on in the game. Everyone's going to have to find a way to just up the standard again.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Back on the way then. So neither side has yet broken through. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Delivery from Mbappe. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Shot a goal! And he makes no mistake. And who else? Who else? This is what he lives for, taking centre stage yet again. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
That's good running with the ball. Threads one in. Right, Shevchenko.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Shevchenko was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Ronaldinho. Great vision. Can he finish? It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Barcelona are doing... Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. Donnarumma must save this. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He has found the way through. Shapes to shoot! Udogi can clear it away. It's a promising position. Some resolute defending there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Shevchenko. Now, can they get him away? Just eases him off the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's got away. In with the challenge. Oh, there's the shot! Ronaldinho. So, what can they make of this? Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Mbappe. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pinches it off him. Can he get it through? And this is Shevchenko. He might be... And Shevchenko! Relentless! Just relentless! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
A case now of complete control.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Shevchenko! Oh, he's been caught napping. Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Ah, this looks sharp. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. Shevchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Mbappe.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior.
Oh, really well played.
Camavinga is wide and looking to get onto this. Throw it. That's a good run down the left. Excellent. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona have done it. A promotion sealed with a win. it.